Hi guys, Chris here, back with a quick video. So today's video, I'm going to try and make it super quick. Henya versus Freelee and Durianrider. So I don't know if you've seen recently, she came out with a video and it's a sort of attack video on Freelee and Durianrider. She basically sort of turned her back on them completely. She was slacking them off, and after all the help that they've given her, in launching a channel. Anyway, I just want to sort of address something that she goes on about a video because she's completely wrong about it. So she goes on about, how, veganism, it doesn't have to be about health, it's all about the animals. It can be high fat, it can be whatever, it can be paleo, vegan, etc. And she tried to completely ignore the health element of it, and all she focused on was, the animals, when they're dying, they don't care. The animals don't care about, high carb, they don't care about health and fitness, yada yada yada. And to be fair, I'm sure the animals, they don't care, but you need to ask yourself, if you're a vegan, what is it that you are trying to achieve? Now then, some of us are vegan, who are vegan, we have a number of different reasons, why we're vegan. Some are, and just purely animals. Some are, the health of others, their own health, the animals. Some are about the environment. Some about the 17,000 children who die every single day because the vegan diet is the best diet for allowing the most amount of food to be made available to everyone on the planet. If everyone went vegan, there'd be enough food to feed an extra few billion people. It would wipe out food poverty around the planet. Anyway, so she basically goes on about how people can be healthy on high fat, or people can eat high fat and they can have oils and they can have all these different diets. But really, she's got it wrong. She really has got it wrong. Now then, if you're a vegan and your desire is to get people to go vegan for the animals, you should focus on health. And then there's a number of reasons why. Now then, if you're a vegan and you want to get your message across, I can't think of a worse way to do it than being a fat, unhealthy vegan. Now then, being vegan, it is a lot healthier than any other diet out there, but you get these, you can get fat vegans, they're drinking olive oil and they've got lots of high fat foods, a lot of processed junk food, and they're not healthy. They have bad skin, they look horrible, they're low energy, they have too much fat in their blood, reduced oxygen uptake to the brain, they're a bit slow, they don't, they're just low energy, aren't they? And you got to think to yourself, what message is it that you're spreading to people when that's how you look? When you're covered in acne and oily, greasy skin and hair, you don't have energy, you've got bad health, you've got ill health. If you're wanting people to go vegan for the animals and they see you like that, do you really think they're going to go vegan when they see how unhealthy you are and how unhealthy that diet is? If you care about the animals, then you should care about health, because that will help achieve your outcomes. And here's the thing you need to realise, not everyone is going to go vegan because the animals, because a lot of people, they just don't care. They don't. And here's the thing, you don't need people to care about the animals to necessarily become vegan. Or how can I put this? You can get people to go vegan for health reasons, not necessarily because of the animals at the time, but you still achieve the desired result, don't you? I.e., they stop eating animals, they stop buying meat, fish, chicken, eggs, milk and dairy, they stop contributing towards the cycle of animal abuse and torture. So even though their intention to go vegan was not for the animals, the end result is the same. And the thing is, when you just try and focus on animals, you just focus on this little one thing here, you ignore the entire spectrum of arguments that you can use to try and get people to go vegan. And here's the thing, you should use all the arguments that you have in your war chest. And so what are the arguments you've got in your war chest? One, health. You can always appeal to people to go vegan based upon their own health, whether they've got heart disease, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, obesity, you name it. You can also appeal to people to go vegan, for the health of others. They may be healthy, but you can explain how in society around us most diseases caused by animal products. They might have loved ones who are ill, and they in turn might decide to go vegan to, make their family and friends think about doing it, or they might then spread that message to the family and friends. There's 17,000 children dying every single day. People out there, they might not care about their health, but they care about the fact you've got all these children dying. Why are they dying? Because we're greedy in the West, aren't we? Because we insist on eating on our Kentucky Fried Cruelty, sorry, Kentucky Fried Cruelty, you know, our cancer and all our, you know, baby cow milk and all that kind of stuff, which uses so much grain, it ultimately ends up depriving, you know, people in Africa, you know, of food to eat. And here's the thing, not a lot of people realise, Africa has a potential to grow a lot of its own food, and it actually does grow quite a lot of grain, but what happens is people in Africa can't actually afford to buy it sometimes, because people in the West are willing to pay a higher amount for that grain to bring it to the West or South America or wherever to then feed their animals, for those animals to then be killed for consumption. Next of all, you got the environment. You know, 50% of greenhouse gases are caused by, you know, animal products. So people might not care about their own health, they might not care about the children, but they might care about the environment around them. So use that as an argument. You know, what else? I'm trying to think. There's you know, there's plenty of different arguments and reasons out there. So, you know, what I would say to Henya and her followers is, you know, it's great that, you know, you're vegan for the animal. Like, originally when I went vegan, I didn't go vegan for the animals. I went vegan because of heart disease and cancer. But then within about a month or so, I watched Freelee's videos. After watching Durianrider, watched Freelee's videos about, you know, the egg industry, the milk industry, the dairy industry, the meat industry, etc., and the torture and abuse. And then ever since then, I've been vegan, not just for my health, but for the animals as well. And so that's basically it. You know, don't sort of close yourself off to this little thing here. You know, you got to remember, people out there, they've got spouses, they've got mortgages, they've got kids, they've got responsibilities. You know, they're tired and snowed under. They don't have time to think about, you know, other people, let alone the animals. Now then, some people might say, oh, that's selfish. But you got to remember, people, you know, they've got busy lives. You know, we live in a bad economy. You know, you got so many people employed, people struggling to pay their bills. You got to kind of understand why people, you know, have that kind of, you know, mindset as such. And when you then have to find another angle of attack. So let's say you, first of all, you know, you go in there and you do it from the perspective of the animals. You know, the torture, the abuse, the pain, the suffering, etc. You know, always try that. If it doesn't work, though, think of something else. You know, because that person, they may have, say, diabetes, and then if you come at it from the health perspective, then they're more likely to do it then. And then after they've done it, they'll probably have, you know, more mental clarity, they'll feel happy, they'll have more energy, and, you know, they'll then start to care about the animals, they'll then start to care about other things. And in either situation, you have achieved with that individual your end result, i.e. they are no longer contributing to the torture and death and suffering of animals. Does that make sense? So that's basically it, guys. Just always use all those different arguments that you have. And the other thing I would say to Henya is, you know, her little movement, which is now splintered off from, you know, the rest of us, is care about other people. You know, to me, veganism isn't, you know, just about the animals. It's about the people as well. You know, how can I put this? Have you ever watched documentaries about serial killers? One of the things I always notice is that serial killers, they actually start off by abusing animals. So they'll, like, torture them, they'll kill them, you know, stuff like that. And then eventually what happens is they then, you know, because they don't have that empathy for animals, it's then, I think what's happened is it's hard for them to have that empathy for people, and they then move on to bigger things and they start, you know, attacking people. And I think the same as, you know, people should always care about animals. On the other side of it, you know, we should always care about other people as well. Not because, you know, we're going to turn into some kind of serial killers or something. That's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, we shouldn't just care about, you know, just purely the animals or just purely people. Let's just care about everyone and everything. You know, let's care about the animals and the people. So to Henya and all those other people, please focus on the health aspects of it. You know, we've got people dying of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and so many people, they just don't know. They do not know. They're being, you know, the meat and fish, chicken, egg industries, they're blinding people. Doctors blinding people. You know, people, they've never had the opportunity to hear the, you know, the power of the vegan diet from the health perspective. And each one of us has the power to save lives. So please don't just focus on trying to save the lives of animals. Always focus on trying to save, you know, people as well. You can do the same, you know, they don't have to be, I'm not sure if this is the right, you know, phrase, mutually exclusive. You know, you can do both of them, you can focus on both of them. That's what I do, I focus on both of them. And, you know, another thing I'd say to you, Henya, is, you know, high-fat diets and oils, they're not healthy. They promote heart disease, they promote cancer, they're not right. You need to get off this, you know, high fat, you know, you can eat high fat, you can drink oils. It's not right, it's not healthy. And again, what is your desired outcome? Is it to save the animals? Is it? If so, use all angles of attack, and at the same time, please care about other people as well. Don't give up on human beings. Don't give up on your fellow man. If you see someone with heart disease, cancer, obesity, whatever, and they don't give a toss about animals, well, give a toss about them. Even though they might not care about the animals, care about them. And that's the other thing, you know. When we're friendly to other people and we reach out to them out of concern, you know, we help sort of you know, build a bit of a relationship, or, you know, build respect with them, so they're more likely to listen to us. If we don't give a toss about them, if we don't care about them, you know, are they really going to listen to our message? Are they really going to care about what it is that we have to say? So that's basically it for this video, guys. Probably rambled on a bit there, but I hope that was useful. And I just wanted to point out that, you know, Flora and Henya's like video there. So if you're watching this, please always care about the animals, but always, you know, please care about your people. Please care about your fellow man as well, and stay away from high fat diets and oils. They'll kill you. They're not right. Go high carb, low fat, low protein, high fiber, whole food, plant-based, vegan. So that's it, guys. Until next time, God bless, all the best, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now. Today I just want to talk about, you know, the whole hate comments I've seen coming out about Durianrider recently. So there's mainly been some sort of two things. One, he did a video recently with Freelee about why they don't yada yada yada. And to be fair, you know, I'm sure the animals, they don't care, but you need to ask yourself, if you're a vegan, what is it that you're trying to achieve? Now then, some of us are vegan, who are vegan, we have a number of different reasons, you know, why we're vegan. You know, some are, you know, and just purely animals. Some are, you know, the health of others, their own health, the animals. Some are about the environment. Some about the, you know, the 17,000 children who die every single day, because the vegan diet is the best diet for, you know, allowing the most amount of food to be made available to everyone on the planet. If everyone went vegan, there'd be enough food to feed an extra few billion people. It would wipe out food poverty around the planet. Anyway, so she basically goes on about, you know, how you know, people can be healthy on high fat, or people can eat high fat and they can have oils and they can have all these different diets, but really she's got it wrong. She really has got it wrong. Now then, if you're a vegan and your desire is to get, you know, people to go vegan for the animals, you should focus on health. And then there's a number of reasons why. Now then, if you're a vegan and you want to get your message across, I can't think of a, you know, a worse way to do it than being, you know, a fat, unhealthy vegan. Now then, being vegan, it is a lot healthier than any other diet out. She's completely wrong about it. So she goes on about, you know, how, you know, veganism, it doesn't have to be about health, it's all about the animals. You know, it can be high fat, it can be whatever, it can be paleo, vegan, etc. And she tried to completely ignore the health element of it, and all she focused on was, you know, the animals, when they're dying, they don't care. The animals don't care about, you know, high carb, they don't care about health and fitness. Hi guys, Chris here, back with a quick video. So today's video, I'm going to try and make it super quick. Henya versus Freelee and Durianrider. So I don't know if you've seen recently, she came out with a video, and it's a sort of attack video on Freelee and Durianrider. She basically sort of turned her back on them completely. She was slacking them off, and you know, after all the help that they've given her, you know, in launching a channel. Anyway, I just want to sort of address something that she goes on about a video, because